I think what my grandfather was saying, the message of his speech, was that all people, men and women and children, should be treated equally with dignity and respect. It doesn't matter the color of your skin, it doesn't matter your religion, it doesn't matter what country you're from or the languages that you speak, that everyone should be treated equally. I don't think it's as relevant as it might have been back then, but I think it is still a really important part of our lives because sometimes as people we need reminders, and still with the events that's going on now, we need this reminder.
I think the American Dream speech is relevant today because we still have not created this beloved community, this society, this nation that is inclusive and that respects the dignity, worth, and value of all people. We're still living in a time where people are looked upon in a very negative light. They're treated, in fact, in very inhumane ways. And I think my father is speaking to us that that is your brother, that is your sister. Regardless of our differences, regardless of our ideologies, what unites us is that notion of together we win, that we are interconnected, that we are interrelated, and that I cannot exist without you and you cannot exist without me. And so I think this speech is relevant, more importantly today, because there's so many people who feel like only their particular group matters, and that's not true. We all matter. We're all a part of the American dream, and we're a part of that dream, more importantly, that my father spoke about in '63, and in essence, we're all a part of the beloved community. We just have to learn, as he said, how to live together as brothers and sisters so that we are not forced to perish as fools.
One has to understand it was delivered at a time when America was sort of just coming out of elements of segregation, because this was 1965. And while we had been an integrated society for a while, there still was a lot of segregation that existed and separation. So from a contextual standpoint, what I believe my father was saying is that America in its founding documentation, documents, essentially talked about the dignity and worth and freedom of all human beings. So it was not just written as a document for one ethnic group, it was written for everyone. And also everyone had the ability to achieve his or her own dream of if he or she was treated with dignity and respect. I think the speech is absolutely relevant today as we are going through a lot of division within our nation, and really divisions, I should say, in our world. We are attempting to be segregated and separated, and Dad taught us how to disagree without being disagreeable, and I think that's something we need to learn, not just in the political discourse, but in the whole discourse of our nation. We will not be able to achieve greatness if we are at each other's necks as we are today.